the day that a Bigfoot or Sasquatch or any hominoid anywhere, it could happen in another continent, in another country, but the day that one is put forward and or slammed down on a scientific dissecting table, dead or alive or whatever, that history is going to change that day in a very big way, and it will explode an industry of people trying to get more, get the next one, and it'll change so many things across so many aspects of our society. It'll make heads spin in the long run, because as I mentioned earlier, it's going to change the fundamental structure of a lot of science. There will be a ripple effect. It'll start small, but very quickly people are going to see that humans didn't evolve on Earth. Well, if humans didn't evolve on Earth, where did we come from? And from that, you're going to start looking at all of the domesticated plants and animals, which clearly didn't evolve here either. And science is just going to have to face up to some very grim realities that they're able to put aside now, including Darwinian evolution, which is clearly wrong. Now, I'm not a creationist by any stretch or an intelligent designer. I'm an interventionist. I have a different viewpoint from all of them. Eventually, all of them, the creationists, the intelligent designers, the Darwinian evolutionists, all of them will have to come over to the intervention position, because there's no other position left. And Bigfoot, hominoid of any kind, does that. The reality of these creatures is critical to the future of humanity, in that I don't think we can chart an accurate future for ourselves until we know where we've come from, till we have a clear picture of where we come from. And we did not come from Darwinian evolution. We did not come from magical creation out of just nowhere, out of thin air, out of nothing. We are designed. We are creatures that were genetically engineered, put here for reasons we don't really understand at this point, but we're never going to understand those reasons until we acknowledge that that's the reality of how we got here. And until you can't find what you refuse to look for, until we are willing to look, we're not going to find anything approaching the truth about ourselves. I'm convinced that in the same way we look now, 300 years in the future, back at people 300 years ago who believed that the Earth was the center of the solar system, and we think, how incredibly, ridiculously stupid was that? How ignorant was that? Which it is. It's just ignorant of reality. But also what's wrong with that is the hubris that made them convince themselves that because they existed, they had to be the geographic center of everything. Well, now, today, the hubris is the same. We have to believe that we are the biological center of everything. It's important that, as it was to them 300 years ago, it was important to believe that they were the physical center of everything. Today, it's important to believe that we are the biological center of everything, that we are the apotheosis of everything great about life and existence and all that. And when, in fact, that's not really the case. And so people, maybe even as little as 100 years from now, are going to look back on us, or 200 years at the most, and think, how could they have been so ignorant, so self-centered, so blind to the facts around them? Because those people 300 years ago were blinding themselves to knowledge that was available and out there, but they were just, didn't want to hear it. Same goes for today.